It is a journey through the Bible with Mukhwana Isaac. I want to thank you for being my ardent and good listener, a good viewer, a good student. Have received comments and someone saying, "Teacher, you are doing well." I really appreciate, and those comments are ones that are making me do well, because I know there is someone who is following right from the first episode. There is that person who is following, and they are really learning, and I'll be very glad if if you do not just listen, you do not just view, but pick some lessons that will change the rest of your life. And these lessons should be the lessons that will enable you reach your heavenly homeland. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Yesterday we looked at God punishing Egyptians for refusing to let the Israelites go free, and we saw a number of signs, 10 plagues. Yes, the God, we concluded with God sending Moses to Pharaoh with the most frightening message of all, that he would pass through Egypt at midnight, and all the firstborn of Egyptians would die, but Pharaoh would not let the Israelites go free. Today I want us to look at the Paschal meal. The time for leaving Egypt was near. God gave to Moses instructions for the Israelites in preparation for their escape. They just escaped. Now, each family had to kill a lamb as a sacrifice. We read this in Exodus chapter 12 from verse 3 to 6. 2. They had to sprinkle some of its blood onto the door frame of their house as a sign, actually as the sign of an Israelite house. And the Israelites inside would be saved from the last plague. It is the Lord's Passover, passing over. You see, these are two words, pass over. You are passing. Should I say, for us to understand it better, jumping, like high jump. We used to do high jump at high school when we were still young, that you put here two posts, and you first jump the first step. If you pass that one, it is lifted to the next level. You pass over like that. So God passed over the houses on top of them from one side to the other. That is what it means to pass over. And when you look at this scenario, he says that it is the Lord's Passover, for I will pass through the land of Egypt that night. That night he would pass. Yes, passing through, but over. As he passes over the house of an Israelite, the one of the Egyptian, he passes through and he smotes. We read this in Exodus chapter 12, verse 7 and 10 to about 13. Now, you realize that he gave them another instruction, the third one. The lamb had to be eaten with a salad of bitter herbs and unleavened bread, for there was no time to prepare a proper meal and to leaven the bread. The family had to eat standing and dressed, ready for a long journey. Chapter 12, verse 8 to 11. God commanded the Israelites to do this same ceremony each year afterwards, to remember all that he did on this night of the first Passover, when he passed over the house Actually, the houses of the Egyptians, killing the eldest child of every family, thus forcing the Egyptians to let the Israelites go free from the land. This early feast of the Pascha has helped to remind the Hebrews of all times of God's loving care for his people. If you've been so observant on 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 Easter Vigil, the readings that are taken, they bring us right from the book of Genesis, this journey through the Exodus event. Now, the bitter herbs were to represent, to show them the bitter days they had in Egypt and many other things. So that is where we end it today. Tomorrow we shall see the departure from Egypt. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I have been Mukhwana Isaac with a journey through the Bible. Be blessed.